Hello and welcome back, and that's right, it wouldn't be IFA if I didn't stumble across some kind of new NAS system coming out the wild. Now, Fanxiang are a brand that largely been associated with SSD storage, memory modules, that sort of thing, but on the side of their stand here, what have we found? A big old pile of network attached storage devices. But I will say, we have got some pretty interesting, different, spiky stuff to go through. So we're going to start small, okay? Just start small. Here we have a nice compact standard portable drive case here. This stores a single 2.5-inch SSD inside. This arrives with a 2.5 gigabit network port there, USB, and doesn't have a software interface. It just has standard UPnP, DLNA, and apparently SMB support. It's quite minor, and this is kind of the same sort of storage devices that we've seen over the course of maybe 10 years ago. So nothing really exciting there with that one. However, things scale up quite notably with this. This takes advantage of that new ARM Mali chip that we've talked about before. Alongside that, it arrives with 16 gig of DDR4 LP memory, and on top of that, it arrives with on board 2.5 gig and 2 M.2 NVMe slots on the base there. It even has their own operating system running on it. A lot of these devices are still in prototype form right now as they expand that series, but this one reminds me a lot of that unified drive, U.2, that we talked about a while ago, with an SD card slot as well built in, and USB-C power and USB-C data there. But it doesn't end there, because next we've got a simple portable M.2 cloud solution here. This is meant to represent a slightly more upbeat and more powerful version of what we saw here with this device. This one rocking out, as we can see right here, with the RTD1619B processor, something I've seen Synology and QNAP rocking. This also arrives with 4 gig of DDR4 memory and allows pretty much instant access via the M.2 NVMe there, via the cloud on the local area network. They describe it as on-cloud, one-device simplified access. It just seems a little bit more like bells and whistles more than what we've seen with that more simplified drive there. However, things get a little bit more interesting over here, because this is a NAS. This USB key here has this NAS software that can turn any device into a NAS. You've seen it before, downloadable software that you can make your data remotely accessible on the cloud or on the local area network. This takes things a step higher by connecting it via a USB port and giving you a NAS software running from your device. You don't replace the operating system on your client device. This runs within it like a standalone program with remote access, as well as AI-assisted searching, things like RAG and semantic search, and an encrypted locker that you can choose to use to make sure the data that you put in that area of storage within your operating system can't be remotely accessed. Lose the key, people can't get to your data. Lose the device, still got the USB that's got the key to that data inside there. For a security perspective, that's quite interesting. Finally, we've got this, the FX2240. This is a 4-bay M.2 NVMe system. Again, this one is erring once again more towards AI-assisted searches. I'm a little disappointed that it's only got the single network interface port there on the rear, but still nonetheless, this is a much more affordable entry point into the advantageous use of M.2 NVMe storage on a NAS server, and not really based on performance, not really based on high throughput, but ultimately allowing you to take advantage of more affordable M.2 NVMe's. Even the design is actually kind of quirky. They've got this metal top panel here and ventilation coming all the way through that top bit on top of those M.2s. So there's provisioning for a lot of that temperature, but because it's going to be rocking out with an ARM CPU, at least from what I could see here, there isn't a huge amount of indication of what the CPU inside is going to be. And it does seem like a lot of these are still in development right now. But I will say, with support apparently of ZFS for the storage inside there, and the performance and searching benefits of taking advantage of some of those AI services, this might be hopefully an affordable and attractive alternative to a high-spec, highfalutin NAS for those that just want simple storage but easy assisted search and retrieval. Ultimately, it's nice to see another player into the field of the world of network attached storage private server cloud utilization, and more. That's really it. Hopefully we'll learn more about these devices as the year goes on, but apart from that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy our coverage of IFA, and I'll see you on the next video.